Okay, good morning and welcome to today's Finance Committee meeting. I'm Councilmember Daniel Drum and I'm chair of the committee. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge that today is the last time I will chair the Finance Committee. It has been an extraordinary honor and privilege to serve as the Council's Finance Chair these past 4 years, and I wanted to express my appreciation for this opportunity. There are many that I would like to thank. First and foremost, I want to thank Speaker Corey Johnson for his stewardship of this body and for entrusting me to serve in this role. I am most grateful. I also want to thank the Speaker's Chief of Staff, Jason Goldman, for all that he does for the Council and for each of us, and for all that he has done and been helpful to me as I assume this role. Thank you to all my fellow Finance Committee members for their partnership throughout this season, and in particular, Councilmember Helen Rosenthal, seated here to my left, who currently chairs the Subcommittee on Capital Budget, and Councilmember Vanessa Gibson, who previously chaired the subcommittee. It has been a pleasure to work with both of you. I can't tell you how much I have enjoyed it. Our collaboration throughout the whole budget process and the negotiations, and particularly in the area of capital funding, something that is difficult to understand. You certainly had a grasp of all of it, and I'm most grateful to you, Councilmember Rosenthal, and also to Councilmember Gibson. I saw her. I don't know if she's presently in the room here, but okay. Okay, that's right, she's not, yeah. Okay, so thank you to all of you. Together we worked hand in hand to get the work that needed to be done. I would also like to thank the incredibly hardworking staff of the Council's Finance Division. Your dedication is recognized and very, very much appreciated. And of course, a very special thank you to the entire staff of the Finance Division for supporting us over these past 4 years, with a special thank you to the great LaTanya McKinney for her dedication and leadership of such an incredible team. LaTanya, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's give LaTanya a well-deserved round of applause. There she is. Thank you, LaTanya. It's been amazing. You have been a teacher, a leader, somebody who I've been able to trust and work with so closely, and I'm most grateful to you for everything that you've done for me and for the Council and for the people of the City of New York. Thank you, LaTanya. Let me also thank our Deputy Director, Regina Pareda-Ryan. She has been a close friend of mine. I got to know Regina when I first came into the Council. She was finance person to the Education Committee, and when I didn't understand issues that were going on in Education Committee hearings, she was there whispering in my ear, no, Danny, this is that, and this is where that money is, and this is where this money is. And of course, we've maintained that relationship over the last 12 years, so thank you to Regina Pareda-Ryan as well. I want to thank my, yes, let's give Regina a round of applause. I want to thank my counsel to the committee as well, Rebecca Chasen, who's over there. Rebecca, thank you for everything. Thank you for all of the late night calls, all of the advice, the legal advice, the looking out for me, making sure that the things that I did was right and proper. You are fantastic, and you are a real asset to any place that you choose to work in. The same for my other councils who are here. Stephanie Ruiz, thank you so much for everything that you've done, for sitting through all those hearings with us and providing me with such guidance and late night emails with statements to be made in the morning and checks and balances and everything that you've done to make my tenure here so successful. Thank you for everything, Stephanie. Let's give Stephanie a round of applause also. And also to Noah Brick. Noah Brick is not here with us, but I do want to thank him for everything that he has done, for us.
Nathan Toth.
And yes, Nathan Toth is here as well. But let me finish just a little bit about Noah. He's been a great asset as well to the Council and to me also, and making sure that everything that I wanted was in the budget. So thank you to Noah Brick. Nathan, of course, on the capital side as well, a great asset to the whole committee, but in particular to the subcommittee chair, Helen Rosenthal, but also in terms of prepping me. You know, when I first came into this position, I had no idea what the Finance Committee was all about, really. I had not served on the Finance Committee in the previous 8 years, but due to the staff, and in particular Nathan and others, I got to learn it quick, so thank you, Nathan, for that. I also want to say thank you to our sergeants who were here. Thank you, sergeants, for your work, always protecting us. There was a time, sergeants, when somebody approached the dais rather aggressively, and you had to get me off the dais rather quickly and into the other room, and I will never forget it, and I'm most grateful to you for that protection. Thank you very much. Of course, to Carl Dalba, who's here. Carl, thank you. What a great director of our security team here, our sergeants. Thank you, Carl, for everything also. You are a fantastic friend. You're more than just a colleague, you're a friend. Thank you so much. And to everybody that I've interacted with here in the council, my colleagues who are here today, of course, Councilmember Koslowitz, Councilmember Cornegy, Councilmember Cumbo, Rosenthal, Councilmember Grodenchik, Adams, Amphrey Samuel, Ayala, Powers, Lewis, Diaz, and Brooks Powers. Thank you all for working so closely with me as well, and for being on our BNT and making sure that our budget priorities are correct and that we really serve the most needy in New York City. And I think that over the last 4 years, we have ensured that that happens here on this committee, and I'm most grateful to all of you. I know a number of you are going to be leaving and going on to better and greener pastures, and I wish you luck in all the things that you're going to do. And I just want to say how grateful I am to have served with such a wonderful team on this committee. Thank you very much. There are other members who I did not mention who are not here, but I thank them as well. Because they're not present, I'm not going to say their names, but I want to thank them. They're included in that group. So now, turning to today's business, the committee will be voting on 4 items: an expense budget modification, a revenue budget modification, Intro 2470, a transparency resolution, and a pre-considered resolution related to the Taxi Medallion Relief Program. Let's start with the budget modifications. The first modification is an expense budget modification that represents movements of approximately $1 billion of funding between and within city agencies to implement expense budget changes, which were reflected in the November financial plan and the council's previous transparency resolutions. The second is a revenue budget modification that recognizes $895 million in new revenues and an additional $69.7 million from the General Reserve, implementing changes reflected in the November plan. Of these funds, the total amount of $964.7 million is added to the budget stabilization account, which will prepay debt services for fiscal 2023. The third item is Introduction 2470, which would, among other things, extend the date by which the fiscal 2023 preliminary budget must be released from January 16, 2022 to February 16, 2022. Next, we have the transparency resolution. The transparency resolution sets forth the new designation and changes in the designation of certain organizations receiving local aging, anti-poverty, and youth discretionary funding, and funding pursuant to certain initiatives in the budget. As with all transparency resolutions, council members will have to sign a disclosure form indicating whether or not a conflict exists with any of the groups on the attached list. If any council member has a potential conflict of interest with any of the organizations listed, he or she has the opportunity to disclose that conflict at the time of their vote. As a reminder, please disclose any conflicts you may have with proposed subcontractors used by organizations sponsored by discretionary funding. These disclosures must be made before the subcontractor can be approved. Disclosure forms must be completed and submitted prior to the vote on the transparency resolution and may be emailed to Charles Davis. Lastly, we have the pre-considered resolution sponsored by Councilmember Lander to support future additional funding for the Taxi Medallion Relief Program. On November 3rd, the Mayor and Senator Schumer announced a city-funded equity contribution of $30,000 per medallion and a $50 million city-funded deficiency guarantee for loans that were restructured as part of the program with the aim of reducing interest rates and capping debt service payments. The $50 million will be dispersed to a third-party entity to provide the guarantee. The Council recognizes the public importance of supporting medallion owners and helping them to restructure their loans. To strengthen the deficiency guarantee, this resolution expresses the Council's support for the deficiency guarantee, subject to future appropriations, to the extent that any future shortfall in loan payments by taxi medallion owners with restructured loans is not covered by the sale of medallions following such defaults, or funds available from previous appropriations of the Council for said purpose. And this is an issue that is particularly important to me. I represent a number of medallion owners in Jackson Heights, Queens, and I'm really glad to see that we have been able to resolve this issue and in favor of our medallion owners. So with that, I'm going to ask, are there any questions on any of the items? Okay, seeing none, I also want to take a moment to thank Billy Martin, who's not here today, but Matt DiStefano is, and the committee clerks for their role in calling the roll and for all the work that they do for the Council. I'm lucky to say that Matt DiStefano lives in Jackson Heights and is also a good friend for many, many years. And of course, it's been a pleasure to work also with Billy Martin. So, Matt DiStefano, would I like to please ask you to call the roll?
Thank you. Matthew DiStefano, Committee Clerk, Committee on Finance, roll call vote on Intro 2470 and the two preconsidered resolutions and the two preconsidered M's. All items are coupled. Chair Drum.
I vote aye.
Kozlowitz. Cornegie.
Permission to explain my vote?
Yes.
I just want to briefly say thank you, Danny, for leading this committee and the city through difficult financial times and always finding a way to demonstrate our co-equal leadership in this city. Your friendship and leadership has meant the world to me. I've gotten to watch and listen and learn about finance in a way that was in layman's terms. So thank you so much, Danny, and Godspeed in your future. Thank you to the finance staff. Thank you to LaTanya McKinney and the entire staff who've made this a pleasurable experience. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I vote aye.
Cumbo.
Permission to explain my vote? I'll take that as a yes.
I'm sorry. My subcommittee chair was asking me a question. Yes, that is a yes, Madam Majority Leader, yes.
I just want to thank you so much, Danny. You've done a phenomenal job. The role of Chair of Finance is one of those most coveted positions that we as council members all want. Everybody wants to be the finance chair. But when we see how many hours you actually have to put in to be the finance chair, it gets a little less coveted as the years go on. So I thank you for all of the work, the time, the energy, the hours with us, but also particularly with the public, because you have been an open voice for the public to be able to share their views, their concerns, and taking those views and concerns and shaping them into policy. So I thank you so much. I thank the entire finance team, definitely my sister girl, Sister Pope, as we always call her, LaTanya, and happy birthday to you. Rebecca, thank you for keeping on top of me and making sure that I'm always on time and present and here as best as you can. Nathan, thank you so much for always taking my calls, particularly as it relates to capital issues. Regina, shout out to you as well. And the whole team, you all have been really phenomenal and fantastic, and I proudly vote aye. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Majority Leader.
Rosenthal.
Permission to very quickly explain my vote.
Yes.
I vote aye on all, and again, congratulations, Chair. You've been a badass finance chair, leading us very thoughtfully and with real wisdom. I appreciate that. I also want to send congratulations and appreciation to the staff, LaTanya, Regina, Rebecca, Nathan. Nathan in particular, you really helped me understand the capital budget and come up with some great zinger questions that actually have changed the way the city does business. So thank you so much for that.
Councilwoman, did you vote?
Yes.
Yes, I vote aye.
Thank you. Grodenchik?
With reservation.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, I'm not going to ask permission because I know it's easier to ask forgiveness than permission, right? So I just want to thank you personally. I never imagined when I first met you over 30 years ago that we'd be together here serving as members of the New York City Council. I want to thank you for all your courtesies and for your great leadership of this committee. I'm going to turn around to these fine people over here who have been mentioned many times already. I don't know how LaTanya does it. I've never seen her get upset in the 4 years I've been on this committee. It must be that Queens thing in you because we're good people. And to Rebecca and Nathan, really everybody who has served here, I say thank you and wish you well as we go forward into the new year. And with that, Mr. Chair, I vote aye.
Adams?
I will ask permission to explain. I'm a little bit more courteous than Councilmember Grodenchik.
Yes, Madam. Yes, Councilmember.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair. Danny, I've said this many, many times. You are a legend in the council, and the work that you've done, the guidance that you've given to all of us on this committee to watch the way that you move, to watch your temperament, just to watch the way that you move in such wisdom on this amazing committee has been such an example for me for 4 budgets working with you, and I thank you for lessons learned that I will never forget. Thank you so much for your service on this committee. Our finance team, the best in the world, I might say. I don't know too many people that have the minds that you all have, but I'm in awe of your leadership and your guidance for everything that you've done for all of us on this finance team and beyond, on the budget negotiating team. I don't know how you do it, but you do it and you make it look so easy. The phenomenal leadership of LaTanya McKinney is unprecedented in my book. I've never seen anything like it. And I congratulate you, and I wish you again a happy birthday. You're welcome. And to all of the team, you're just an amazing group of individuals. And I'm so proud to have worked with you and just so proud of the work that we've done together. Thank you. With that, I vote aye.
Ampry Samuel?
So as to not be a ball of tears, I vote aye.
Ayala?
Permission to explain my vote?
Yes.
I remember a couple of years ago, I don't know if you remember this, Danny, but I was sitting and I had an epiphany in the members' lounge that all of you were leaving and somehow just a very small select few would be left behind to try to navigate this ship. And I freaked out and I said, I need to join the finance team immediately. And so I thank you for receiving me and for instilling in us the knowledge. And just, you've been so caring and such a good colleague. We're gonna miss you tremendously, and I wanna thank the team for leaving us much stronger than you found us. Thank you all, and I wish you all much success for those of you that are leaving. With that, I vote aye.
Powers?
Permission to explain my vote?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. I'm voting aye on all today, but of course I want to say a very big thank you to our finance chair, Danny Drum, who has been just an outstanding friend in my time here in the City Council and just a fantastic guy. And I do get to spend a little extra time with him as the chair of the Irish Caucus as well. And I will tell you, he is one of the most beloved elected officials in that community as well, as an all-around great guy and a great finance chair as well. Our subcommittee chair, Councilmember Rosenthal, as well, has been an outstanding friend and somebody who we talk often, personal or work-related, and has been just absolutely outstanding. And to all, I'll say more obviously on all of this, but to all the colleagues that are leaving us here, I want to let you know that you might be leaving the chamber, but your legacies and everything, all the work you've done is staying here, right here in the chamber. And for those who are staying, we have to continue to do a lot of the work that you've done. So thank you to all of you and the work that you've done in the council. And Chair Drum, I'll be seeing you at many St. Patty's Day events, but while I have the opportunity here, I want to single you out as just one of the real good guys in politics and in this chamber as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. I have to get the Irish flag to you. It's up in my office. Make sure you
Councilmember,
get that today.
Councilmember, did you vote? You did vote, I'm sorry. Thank you. Councilmember Lewis.
Permission to explain my vote?
Yes, Councilmember.
It's kind of far away there. Chair Drum, I just want to say thank you for being a fair and honest leader. I came into the council in the middle of a special, and you welcomed me with open arms. So I want to say thank you for that. You taught me a lot. So I appreciate everything that you've done for me personally and for the committee. And I just want to personally thank Jimmy, Latanya, Rebecca, Nathan, and Regina for managing this process through a global pandemic. I know it is not easy, and I echo Adrian's sentiment. It's not easy to do this work, but you guys are definitely superheroes in finance. So thank you for all that you do, and I vote aye on all.
Thank you.
Dharma Diaz.
Permission to explain my vote?
Yes.
I want to humbly say thank you to the staff. You've worked diligently with me. I've had many amendments. I made it my biggest concern to ensure that every single dollar that I could reappropriate, that I did that, and I know it was stressful on you all. To the chair, thank you. I've been a part of your legacy and your time when I worked for Assemblyman Towns, and finally being able to work beside you has been an honor for me. Thank you for your leadership, and for my colleagues, thank you. Thank you for working with me and answering those calls when I just didn't have a sense of direction. I vote aye. Thank you all.
Brooks Powers.
Permission to explain my vote?
Yes, Councilmember.
So I wanted to attach myself to the many, many wonderful comments that have been already shared, but wanted to especially thank you, Councilmember Drum, who hails from the great borough of Queens, for really welcoming me in as one of the newer members on this committee, the staff for helping myself as well as my staff get off the ground in the midst of all of the budget activities that were going on when I was sworn in. I do not take it lightly. I see the work that is being done, and then adding on a new member probably just created even more chaos for you guys. But I thank you for definitely being there as counsel every time that I needed it, and for helping me navigate and understand, most importantly, the process, so that I feel going into the next council I'm in a really good place. So thank you so much for your dedication, for your service, and for your partnership in continuing to make our city great. And with that, I would probably vote aye on all.
By a vote of 13 in the affirmative, 0 negative, and no abstentions, the items have been adopted. Thank you.
Councilmember Koslowitz would like to make a remark. And while she's coming to the microphone, let me thank Councilmember Koslowitz, who diligently led our Queens delegation, and with whom I've spent many hours listening to requests for funding, if not here in the council, out at the Queens Museum at our hearings over the last 8 years, but we've had a great 12 years here in the City Council. You know I love you, and you know you're my good friend.
Thank you. You know I love you. I still remember the day you called my office and said they offered me finance, and I can't do it. I'm not going to be able to do it. And I said to you, you can do it. And luckily for us, you did do it. So, Danny, you know I love you. I know you for so many years. I thank you for everything you have done for this council, the staff. You're wonderful. I'm not going to start with names, LaTanya, Nathan, Jim. I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. This will be my last time. You won't see me anymore. I'm not running for re-election of anything. So, Danny, I love you. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Thank you, Councilmember Kostowitz, and it is true. I was asked to serve and convinced to serve by you, and it has been a wonderful, and it has been the honor of my life to serve as the chair of the Finance Committee. I mean, just to serve in the City Council, but as chair of the Finance Committee in particular. So thank you for convincing me to take this position. Thank you very much. And I believe we have our vote tally is done, and I don't think there's anybody else coming to vote. No? Okay, so with that, this meeting is adjourned at 11:20 in the morning. Thank you very much.
Wait.
What's wrong? Yes, that's what we said. Really? Yeah, well, I didn't know. Remember when we left, the approval was yesterday after 4 o'clock they could come in, but he at least never got back to me to let me know that it actually, they accepted it.
We only had 2 days. For me to do a complete sheet, I have to look at her business. She has to send me all her clients. I have to match that up with the Board of Health. The Board of Health has no idea, but there are some.
Test 1, 2.